Mountain Debrief, my friends, letting you know what the conditions are like here as I cruise through my life in Hokkaido, Japan. Today I was in Kamui ski links. I've just left actually, so this is Fukagawa, a little south of the city of Asahikawa. Drove up early this morning on the highway. We have some very interesting kind of microclimates going on across Hokkaido right now. In Niseko and the Risutsu area overnight, a couple centimeters of snow. Cold, just a little dust. In Kiroro area and in Kokusai, it was dumping all night. I had a friend who drove through the Kiroro area last night and there was like 15 centimeters in an hour. Like it was just dumping. In Jozanke this morning, very minimal, tiny little bit of snow. Then on the drive up here, leaving Sapporo, you go through Iwamizawa, Mikasa, Bibai, like all these little cities, and definitely the kind of central area of Sapporo, and then out through Iwamizawa, the road was covered in snow. The road was kind of washboardy. It was deep. There was definitely a lot of snow. And then as I came further north, sort of drove out of the storm, and it was bluebird, beautiful, crystal clear, and cold. It was minus 16 degrees Celsius for much of the drive, and then I actually kind of didn't get off the exit where I was supposed to. I had to drive all the way to Asahikawa and then kind of come back a little bit. And in Asahikawa this morning, early, it was very cold. It was like minus 16 and under. All the trees were covered with like a beautiful, beautiful frost. Really gorgeous stuff. But the cold was pretty intense. Got to Kamui. I only took one run today because I was there for the Field Earth board demo. I was filming that, talking to people, had a great time. Great event in great weather. It did kind of warm up. It is now minus 5 degrees, which felt really warm with the sun out. I was out with no gloves for quite a while. Very nice. Very nice day. But the conditions on the mountain, rather firm. They've gotten some snow in the last couple of days, so where it's groomed, it's nice. And up at the top of the mountain, you could see a layer of, again, kind of like frost, snow on the trees. So really beautiful for photos. And the first couple of runs, everyone said it was really nice. Then it did start to, get scraped off a bit, and there was that kind of a, it's hard underneath everywhere. The whole island had a massive meltdown, a few days ago, a week ago, and it is not completely covered up everywhere. Now, Kiroro and Kokusai and those kind of areas, I think, are going to be really good as the snow kind of settles a little bit and we'll finally stop feeling that layer underneath. But right now, it's kind of pick and choose and follow those weather reports carefully, which everybody these days seems to do extremely well, almost too good. It's amazing how people they can smell the powder now, It's like, where is it? Where is it? Where's the powder? It's amazing how the lineups, one day there'll be nobody there, and then if it snows, the next day the gondola line is like... Speaking of gondola lines, let's end on this note. I saw a video clip, I reposted it to my Instagram stories yesterday. One of the longest, most intense gondola lineups I've ever seen. Niseko Hirafu gondola in the morning. It was way up the mountain. Incredible. A lot of people, it's a major topic of conversation now, how big the lift lines have gotten, especially in popular areas like Niseko. Risutsu also in the early morning, the lineup is pretty crazy. For those of you who have just sort of are new to the area, maybe that's all you know, doesn't seem like a big deal. For those who have been here a long time, it's definitely something that people go, whoa. Asahidake the other day also, after it snowed, very long lift lines, and people are getting there earlier and earlier. People are hungry for the powder. I understand it. I love it too. Eventually, I think we'll see people sort of graduate from that, and we'll see more people start to do more hiking. or split boarding. The older you get, the harder it is to stand and lift lines. I do have to admit to that. Well, that's my mountain debrief for the day. Letting you know what things are like right now. It kind of feels like it's cold. It feels like we're in mid-March. This is what mid-March usually feels like. We get these storms. Some places will get quite a bit of snow. Other places will not. It really is kind of sporadic and microclimates. So you got to look at the radar and the weather a lot. If you really want to track the powder, if you're the ultimate powder hunter, you've got a vehicle. Will travel for powder. If that's your motto, that's what you got to do. All right, folks, have a good day, and there'll be more coming up later. I got some commentary episodes I'm going to be recording shortly, and as always, subscribe, like, and